All right, another week.
Another week.
You know, I'm obsessed with lightning and thunderstorms.
Are you?
Yes,
Why?
this has been a long time. My dad, growing up, had a sleep machine that had the super basics on it. It had ocean sounds, rainforest
Okay.
sounds, thunderstorm and rain, and then just like regular white noise, brown noise, pink noise, all that stuff.
Do you like fire sounds of like fire?
Love fire
fireplace?
crackling.
Mhm.
My recent
The
is
Yuli log?
blizzards. The what?
Yuli log.
What's that?
It's
Poppin'?
just it's just they do it around Christmas, and it's just your TV screen with the fireplace. Like your TV screen is a full fireplace. Like
Oh,
it
yeah.
takes up pretty much the whole thing, and it just goes for.
I like
however
doing
long.
that. I'll
Mhm.
do that to fall asleep. I've actually done that during Christmas too.
Mm-hmm.
But used to be the ocean. Then it became thunderstorms is my favorite. And recently blizzards, like
Blizzards.
crazy winds, like all that
Oh, the
stuff.
sounds. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a blizzard in Chicago.
Where you like
It
stuck
wasn't
in.
as beautiful as it sounds.
Well,
It sounds like
no one ever says a blizzard is beautiful. Usually like a snowfall, maybe a flurry.
no, the
Blizzard
sound
is like we need to get out of here.
right.
But
right.
the sounds when you are safe in Los Angeles, it's very easy to
Mhm.
fall asleep. But yeah, big fan of lightning and thunder. We got a DM from a threadhead. Shout out to Derek Canamore.
Okay.
And says that our debates inspire him to be having debates with him and his friends, and they be like learning stuff.
Okay.
And he also gave us a fun fact segment that I just wanted to throw in there, is that lightning actually generates from the ground and goes up.
What?
It's pretty crazy.
So people get struck by lightning from underneath?
So it kind of like meets. So I looked it up, and basically there's like a slow motion that I can show you. But just before lightning strikes, it says negative ions from a cloud reach down in response to the electric field, and positive charges rise up from buildings, trees, different things. When they meet, a path is formed for a bolt, and you can see in this video, it's kind of like coming up and meeting the thing. And it's funny how crazy fast it is.
Uh-huh.
That it just looks like thunder and lightning from the sky. But
and that's pretty much for all lightning
yeah,
that they meet.
it comes up. Isn't that
So how
crazy?
do people get struck?
How do people get struck by lightning? How do people get? Let's
I'm
find
not
out.
really asking you like that. It's just mind-boggling.
Whether inside or outside, anyone in contact with anything connected to metal wires, plumbing, or metal surfaces that extend outside is at risk.
So
how
maybe the
likely?
person is the positive charge from the ground and it just strike like this. I mean, we are energy.
I have no. Hang on.
Well, while you doing that, rumpa-pum-pum, hit your ass with the drum.
How you go?
Leave you stunned like a bum.
How you
was just
go?
letting
You derail the fact, asking different questions. I'm like, okay, well, I'll figure that out. Never. It's like trying to babysit a bad kid. Well, what about this? All right, well, let me find this out. All right, now I'm rapping.
Well, it was some dead space, so I figured I'd fill it up. Since we talking about getting struck, I'm like, rumpa-pum-pum, hit your ass with the drum. You get hit with lightning, you get with a drum. You know,
Shout out to
leave your
Derek.
ass stunned. You know, leave your ass stunned like people who get struck by lightning.
Shout out to Derek Canamore. I tried. All right.
I was throwing a little, pizzazz in there, a little razzle dazzle.
What's your thread about today? What is your thread about today?
My thread is about things that we feel only men should do. So women discuss activities they believe should only be done by men. So If
Okay.
I elaborate,
So
am
our
I going into?
responsibilities?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you brought that because mine complements that very well.
All right.
This is men only. Describe a time a woman went crazy after you gave her the meat muscle.
We're back to sex.
Back to sex.
Lord, you couldn't stay away.
Back to the bullshit.
back to
the
bussing.
bullshit. Back to the bullshit. What happened when you gave a woman the meat muscle? The meat muscle. I like meat muscle.
Meat muscle.
I like that term.
The tube steak.
Tube steak is even better.
Gave
Meat
it a
muscle, tube steak, the frigid digit,
She put the beef flaps on you.
the beef flaps. All right, so we doing
Beef curtains.
the respectable one or the ignorant one
It's so
first?
cute. It's so cute. It's a backpack.
Snorlax. Mm-hmm. My Snorlax backpack.
Why you say it like that?
All right,
Snorlax.
rock, paper, the thithers.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, rock, bomb, scissors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready? Rock, bomb, scissors, go. You gotta
I
do
was
it on the
doing that
fourth.
anyway. Okay.
Rock, bomb, scissors, go.
Bah! Bah, bah!
Da damn.
Got your ass.
All right, let's do the respectable one first and then end with the meat muscle.
All right. We ended with the tube steak.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Women discuss activities they believe should only be done by men. Starting out, I agree with this list. Pumping gas into a car is like top 5 activities I don't think I should have to do as a woman.
What do you guys want? Do you guys want equality or not?
Wow.
Jesus.
You even sound like a scumbag the way you're. I don't know. It just, the scumbag just incomes.
Where do you draw the line? Oh, I don't pump my own gas.
We do. We pump our own gas and we have to. But I liked it. There used to be, I don't know if it still exists, but gas stations where it was like illegal to pump your own gas.
You drive over that thing's like
that.
ding ding. The dude in overalls comes out.
Uh-huh.
Hello,
They come
ma'am.
out, yep. And they help you out. I love that. And I wish they would adopt that even more.
No, I get it. I pump gas if I'm with a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Pump it.
Yeah.
I wonder though. I wonder if I pump it because I grew up knowing about what's it called? What's the
It
thing that's
blowing
dead?
up?
Huh?
What?
Chivalry. I
Oh.
grew up being
The
taught
thing
chivalry.
that's dead? It's a dead pet.
I grew up knowing about chivalry and knowing how that looks
Mhm.
and how that's taken and how that's taken as disrespect.
Mm.
So I always wonder if it's really me like genuinely wanting to pump the gas or it's just like I guess I have to do this.
I mean, because if you don't mind it, it might, I don't know, it might look kind of weird. You sitting in the passenger seat and she's pumping the gas.
I'll tell you what it looked player.
Oh, it looks player.
Ooh, and you texting.
Don't let you be sitting in the driver's seat
Hey, make sure it's premium.
as long as you paying. I'll put the premium
That's
in.
the chivalrous part.
I really don't like that.
Okay,
No,
wait. That's
I
a great
don't-
question though. Would women be more likely to pump the gas if the gas was being paid for?
No.
You're like, nah, you still gotta do it.
No, I still don't. I don't like touching gas pumps. I keep a box of gloves in my car
It's a great argument.
because I keep a box of gloves in my car for gas pumping specifically. I don't like touching gas pumps. So
I mean, that's a very strong argument. I mean, women obviously shouldn't be pumping their own gas. I just like to make people upset. But if you break it down to the cleanliness of it,
Ooh,
you got nothing against that.
right. And gas stations are dangerous, especially for women.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people prey on people at gas stations.
You hear about the razor blade on the gas pump thing?
Mhm.
Yep. Like
Mhm.
watch your gas.
People be getting
guess-
shot at gas stations and
yeah.
all that.
I guess check for thugs, obviously, but check your gas station for razors and your car doors. They're putting razors everywhere. Damn it.
Mhm. And they're to get who? It's not to get men.
I know, right? A dude like, ouch.
Mm-hmm. Yes, to get us. Oh my God. Abduction.
Abduction, what's your function? Come here.
I'm sitting on a hill, waiting on a meal.
Sitting in the shadows, waiting for my prey. Abduction,
Stop
what's
it.
your function?
I'm going
Putting
on to
a bag over their head and throwing them into the van. Abduction, what's your function? You ever want to see this motherfucker again? Give me some money.
Oh, so you just saw a man on
Abduction.
fire, and now you think that you know a little something
Crazy
now.
movie. I'm glad Dakota Fanning was okay. Halfway through, I was like, they didn't kill off no Dakota Fanning. They did not kill this prominent prominent young white woman off
Lord.
in Hollywood. She would have sued everything.
So, what took you so long to see Man on Fire?
I had the DVD for a long time. Just didn't pop it in.
Along with the rest of your Denzel
I did
catalog?
this already.
Oh.
You can't out me on something I did already.
I don't know. I haven't
seen-
had the outing conversation, so I don't know.
You have.
The
I haven't seen that
conversation-
many Denzel movies, guys. I've watched a lot this week. You
this
happy?
week. But what did your number start at, and what did it go to? And then I'm dropping it and going back to mine.
I watched like 4 or 5 in my life, and now it's like 9 or 10.
Boom. Okay. Good job.
I did this already. You trying to be a villain right now? I did it.
You didn't do it on Thick Threads.
You got 8 miles. I did it first.
You didn't do it on Thick Threads. So the people that watched this show and listened to this show had no idea. So
There you go.
Since it came out,
There you go.
you know. All right, back to the thread. Taking out the trash is mine. I really hate that shit. When I tell you,
You don't like taking out the trash?
oh my God, I do not. I hate taking out the
I
trash.
don't think anybody loves it.
Oh, I hate it though.
Is that
I
a
hate it
gender
beyond-
specific chore though?
I don't know. But I hate it. And I'm very, very, very particular about the trash bags I buy. And I think it's because, when the struggle was real, you can get some trash bags from the 99-cent store, but you don't want to put too much shit in them because halfway to the trash, it might just bust open.
I'm gonna go on record and say I don't see anything wrong with women taking out the trash. I don't find gas, I'm right there with you. Trash doesn't seem like it's gender specific. I think
What?
independent women, you guys should be able to take the trash out.
We do have to. If we don't have a dude,
Mm-hmm.
we have to take the trash out.
Well, I mean, yeah,
which is why we
you have
know
to-
that we hate it.
you have to pump the gas too if you don't have a man with you. But I'm just saying, like, that doesn't sound like something that like no woman should take the trash out. That sounds.
I don't know about that. Any male, even friends of mine that have come over will take my trash out. Like if I'll set it by the door sometimes so I could just take it on my way.
They take it on their way out.
They'll take it. Mm-hmm. My friends will
That's
take
just
my trash out.
That's just like a good thing for a guest to do. If you had a woman over, they
Well,
should.
a woman's not doing it. A woman's
But
not
I'm
going
saying
to
she's
take
like,
my trash out.
I'm walking out. Like I don't see that as like a man thing. I mean, anything that involves like lifting something and doing something, like if there's a man there, they should do. But it just doesn't seem like that is a specific to men or women.
So what you're saying is, in your relationship, she taking the trash out.
Well, no, I just said anything that has to do with lifting or just like convenience, like, even like opening a door. It's like if the man is there, they should just do it just because of the man-woman relationship. But I'm just saying that doesn't stand out to me as a man.
Why
like,
not?
I don't know. It's just like it doesn't. Like pumping gas,
Mm-hmm.
yard work, all that stuff is like man-woman. But taking the trash out doesn't really seem like.
So you don't. That's kind of odd to me. What about so there's differences. You have apartments where you take it to the trash chute, throw it down the trash chute. But when you're in a home, you can take the trash out to the garbage can. But then on trash day, do you think that the women should be pulling the trash out to the front and setting them in the front of the curb? No. So that is gender specific.
Well, and it's just harder to do. You know, those things can get pretty heavy. So I always, you know, I used to always stop my mom from doing it.
Okay. So there's a little in there.
What?
Little gender specificity in there.
Well, I mean, are we talking about? Have you always been talking about taking the big ones out? I was just talking about the little bag.
I'm talking about trash. Well, little bag.
Taking the trash bag out doesn't seem like a big deal. Taking the barrels out, like that seems gender.
Well, what about the kitchen tall bags?
No,
not grocery bags. I didn't know you was talking about little bitty bags. I'm talking about the regular. What is it? 10-gallon kitchen bags that most people have in the kitchen. Like it's just the regular this height kitchen. I'm not talking about.
Let's say all
putting like trash sizes inside of a grocery bag.
Let's say all trash bag sizes, just to be safe. Once it's in the barrel, I think the man should take over. Let's just set those rules.
I can talk about taking trash out in a grocery bag. No.
I'm just saying, if the guy wasn't around, I could see the woman just being like, "I'll just take this trash out."
You gotta do it.
That's what I'm saying. But if I don't see that being like, I'm gonna wait until there's a dude around to take this.
No, I hated it, but I did do that too. Sometimes I would wait, but I didn't want it to start stinking and stuff though. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. And I did have to. I lived in a house by myself for a few years, and I had to bring the trash to the front. I had to take it out and bring it to the front on trash day. When I tell you, I missed trash day so many times. Or I'd be running out at like 5 o'clock in the morning in my pajamas, my bonnet, trying to pull these trash cans to the front of the house.
Okay, but just to play devil's advocate, a dude would not want to do any of that either. So we're just describing something that nobody wants to do, right?
Nobody wants to do.
So it's not like guys love doing this stuff.
Oh, you don't?
I'm just saying.
You love taking the trash out?
Which of these that we're talking about are gender specific and which are just like nobody wants to do them? So of course you guys are going to be like, I need a man to do this shit for me. Of course, because you don't want to do it.
You don't feel manly taking the trash out?
I have never felt manly taking the trash out.
Yeah, girl, I got you. I'm coming back.
But
man, yes.
When we're talking about gender specific stuff, I felt manly fixing something or doing yard work, you know, doing the gender specific stuff. So that's why that's how I can kind of tell the two apart. Because some of them would just be stuff that nobody wants to do, and you're just like, I'm a lady. I want somebody else to do it for me.
This girl said, I'll pump gas, but taking out the trash and washing my car is just two things I hate doing. I actually don't mind washing my car.
Now, I agree with washing the car. That does sound like something that the man should do.
Did I tell you I was dating a guy who washed cars for a living? And he charged me $10 to wash my car, and we were well into the fuckings.
He charged you $10 to wash it, like at his job, or
no
outside.
He washed them. I dated the car dude, you know, the neighborhood car washing.
So he probably thought he was like the shit at washing cars. He's just like, oh, I don't do this for free.
Well, I just assumed since we were dating, we were smashing, that I could get a free car wash.
How'd he do?
He did fine.
It wasn't even like spectacular.
I mean, it was good. It was good.
Did the inside?
He did do the inside.
$10. You did get a deal.
Did I? And it's crazy because I didn't know he was charged. I thought he was like playing around when he was like, it's only $10. And I was like, you know, I didn't give him no $10. And then 2 weeks later, we're at a restaurant and he's like, you didn't give me the $10 for washing your car like you told me you was going to. I said, what?
Oh, wait, hang on. Wait.
Washing my car. So
this is why you have to unpack stories, because this started as a very funny fact.
It is funny. It's
and
still
it just
funny.
blossomed into a pretty crazy story. So he told you about the $10 before or after he washed the car?
before. But it was more so like
And it was
a
in passing.
joking. Yeah, it was
It
like
was
a
gonna be
joking comment.
$10.
You know it's
You're
gonna be
like-
$10.
But then afterwards, he didn't ask for it. He
No.
didn't say like, all right, where's the 10?
No.
So he just threw it out there. You laughed it off. He washed the car, and then he was like, then you guys went out to eat.
2 weeks later.
And were you guys, did you guys already hit a wall and were talking about money, or did he just, like, were you guys talking about splitting the bill already?
No. I don't remember how the conversation like arose because it was quite a while ago. But I just remember we were at a restaurant and it was one of those like little diners where you pay at the front, and so it was time to go. I remember it being time to go. And I think that's when he brought it up because you had to walk to the front to pay. And I was like, what? He was like, you never gave me that $10. And I'm like, what $10 are you talking about? And he's like, for washing your car. You told me you was going to give me $10 for
It's
washing.
pretty wild.
I said, what?
Shouldn't have got the premium package.
I don't think it was. I
Damn.
said,
Did you
oh,
give it to him?
okay. I put $10 on the bill, on the meal.
Why
And I just said, I will never do this. I can't take you serious at
so wait,
this
was
point.
that was the last time y'all?
But I just couldn't take him serious at that point. Like I thought we were building towards something. But when you did that, now mind you, I said we were already well into smashing.
What is it about the money part that becomes such a turnoff?
I think some things can just be let go. And I think dwelling after 2 weeks on $10 for washing the woman you're courting, her little infinity,
Should be let go.
I really thought so, especially if you didn't like make it clear that you were for real. Like,
I mean,
because I
obviously
probably
wasn't
would have been like, never mind. If you
right,
like,
you could just take it somewhere
I'm
else.
gonna take it I'd rather take it to the damn gas station car wash.
But it's interesting because I mean, obviously when this comes up in conversations like this, it's usually over expensive stuff like dinners and stuff. So obviously in this scenario, obviously wasn't the amount because it was just $10.
Right.
So what is it
a
about?
principle.
Yeah, what is it about like once financial stuff and money is introduced that just kind of like makes these situations so awkward? Because it seems like there's always a weird taste left in the mouth. Even if you guys do continue to date, it's just like well, that was weird,
Yeah.
regardless of the dollar amount.
I don't know. I'm a giver. You know how you've known me for a long time, so I like to give gifts. I like to buy things, but especially for the person I'm dating, I'm shelling out. Okay, like I'll buy our food. I have no problem with buying things for others or spending money on others at all, even in the dating process. I enjoy it actually. Which is kind of a little different for I don't know a lot of women that enjoy at least spending money on a guy that they're dating versus like he got to be my man or whatnot. So I'm constantly giving. So when I receive energy like that, and I'm like, $10, dude, really? And we spend this kind of time together, and I was just like. It made me feel like he's gonna fight every battle.
It's
You
like
know?
keeping tabs.
Yeah. And it's like, this was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, you bringing up $10 for a car wash in front of the house?
So I think that is the answer. It's like when it comes to money, it's like keeping tabs, like literal tabs. It can be the same with gifts or even favors. When people hold things over your head and you think something was just like out of the goodness of their heart or whatever, and then they throw it back at you, or remember when I did this, and it's like you owe me. It's kind of just like oh, okay, I'll pay it back, but I thought that it wasn't. It was either not discussed that this was a real thing,
Mhm.
or I just didn't know it was. I think that's where the bad taste comes from. It's just like, oh, I thought this was something else, but
Right.
okay, I'll pay it forward for sure.
Yeah, I'll switch up. And the crazy part too is when we would go somewhere, we'd take my car. So you want my car to be clean if you riding in it, but if I'm going, you know, if I'm coming over and I'm hanging out and we woke up or whatever and you wash my car, I didn't even know when he was washing the car. I was still upstairs. So we had talked about it in passing earlier.
and he
and
just
I was
did
like,
it.
he just did it. Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I really thought it was
weird
like,
So he was basically just trying to get the $10.
I'm like,
That's
damn,
what it
time's
came
hard
down
right
to.
now. Look,
He
that
was
2
just
weeks.
like,
You needed some
you need your
gas
car wash?
money.
All right, it'll be $10. All right, I'm gonna go do it. Yeah, sure. Yeah, he was looking for work.
Right. It's crazy. But yeah, taking the trash out. I don't mind washing my car. It's kind of I don't know, it's kind of peaceful for me to wash a car. I like
washing cars too.
It's cool. This girl said, taking the trash out, lifting things, bringing in bags/groceries, paying bills, paying for anything really. Where is my husband?
Yeah,
she tripping.
she wilding.
Yeah, she tripping. Like, damn, girl.
And like
You can't bring in the groceries?
a lot of those things are stuff that if there's a man and a woman, like, yeah, the man can pick up too. But some of those don't seem gender specific. It just seems like something that's just like, I want somebody to just do this for me.
Bringing in groceries is like, we can bring in groceries together because we making one trip. And you don't have to be like lugging everything while
Bringing in groceries
you know.
seems like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because then there's a certain element of 50-50 where it's like, and this might just be the old school, people talking and that I grew up around, but it's just like there is an element of, like, for instance, bringing in groceries. If that was so stuck in their head as a gender thing, and then everybody gets out the car, you basically got you guys are both walking, but one is just like, well, I'm a lady, I'm not going to. You guys both made the same trip. And the dude just had to do all of it because he was the dude, as opposed to just like, I'm walking anyways. I'm just going to carry some too, even if it's not as many, but it's just like helping out.
I feel like there are some men who are like, I don't want my lady lifting a finger,
right?
To do none of that stuff. But I think that only comes into play when like they're in love with that woman, like I don't think they do that for everybody. So
or trying to smash.
Yeah, she's saying, where's my husband? Like he gonna have a time. It's gonna be a time with her.
Or he's gonna have to be that type of
nothing.
dude who just like I need, who knows.
And then this last chick said, any lawn care loses me bad. Shoveling snow, moving the lawn.
Mowing.
Oh, probably. Mowing. Sorry. I should probably pull it up here because mowing the lawn and trimming the branches. Girl,
I agree.
You hire somebody for that.
That's true too. But you usually hire a what? Man.
You hire a gardener or a landscaper.
I've personally never seen somebody be like, I'm about to hire somebody to trim these trees, and then
and then you call
a lady comes through.
Right. But that's, we were talking about
not
a
to say
profession.
that y'all can't, right? But I'm just saying, in terms of gendered roles, I could see it being like, if there's some tree trimming and the lawn needs to be mowed, it's not gonna be like, all right, let's split these chores up. Susan, you got the lawn, and she's out there. Like, I don't see that. That sounds like something that the man should do.
Yeah. But if he didn't want to, like you said, like people just don't like taking the trash out. If that's not something he liked to do, then the good thing is we have an alternative to be able to hire. Can't hire nobody to just take your trash out.
Right.
So those things.
The reason why the next thing is to hire somebody is because it's ridiculous to be like, I don't like doing the lawn. Can you do it? And just got her up in the gutters, like getting all the leaves and stuff.
Unless she likes to do it. Like there are women who enjoy caring for their lawn.
Where they at?
They're all over the place.
Where they at? I'm trying to meet me a John Deere driving woman. Good old fashioned tree chopping.
Tree trapping Betty.
Beer drinking. Gutter clearing.
Wow. That's what you want. Can she
I mean,
live
we
with you,
wanted
though? No. She can't even live with you. She
One
got
of
to
them-
sleep in the arcade.
Them old-fashioned country women.
You know what? She might be okay sleeping in the arcade.
Oh, yeah. She'd make herself a little cot, cut out the closet,
In the metapod. She's going to sleep in the metapod.
sleep in the metapile. All right. I don't know how many of these. Okay, there's not that many. We getting back into the sexuals.
Oh, God.
Men only. Describe a time a woman went crazy after you gave her the meat muscle. What did she do or destroy?
Right.
This guy said, when I turned her down, she stayed persistent to the point of showing up at the job. She knew where I worked because of my Snapchat. Blowing up my phone until I blocked her. She even changed her number to, this is crazy. She even changed her number to match mine up to the very last digit. Mine is
I was lucky.
415-707-9197. Hers is 415-707-9196.
Did this man really call her crazy and just put out both of their phone numbers on social media? And she's crazy.
I
It's
mean,
telling
it
me
could
a
have
lot
been an
about
example
him.
too. See, I don't know how you tried to flip.
415.
I don't know how you tried to flip this to the woman who actually went to the phone service and did this, and now he's the
That's
crazy.
crazy. No, that's. I was just. I mean, I'm not joking. That is crazy to do. What is 415? San Francisco or New York?
I don't know area codes, unless I'm thinking of the Ludacris song.
I don't know.
What you thought I was
That
just
is.
770 and 415?
I didn't even know you could do that.
Right.
I thought
I don't
it
even
was
know how
like
that helps you stalk somebody.
I thought it was the numbers that's available.
Okay.
Maybe she requested a 415 number and she saw that was available.
I have no
Because
idea.
that's pretty wild to be able to actually accomplish. She was smart and crazy.
I don't even
but-
know how that would help. This guy said she quit her job and moved her husband and whole family from Alabama to be driving distance to me. Don't bring your husband out here. The whole point.
He was part of the scam. Was he shelling out money on this chick?
I mean, I don't think the husband knew. Probably just was just like, I gotta move over here. I don't know.
Honey, let's move here. This looks like she had to be close to the side meat.
This is kind of crazy. She cried and burned everything her ex gave her. It was Shakespearean.
Wow. What did he do?
He gave her the meat muscle.
No. Her ex. Like, why? I don't understand. Like, when people like burn shit. I've never understood the concept behind having to burn it outside of Black Panther.
But I mean,
Mhm.
you smashed somebody so good she cried and then burned everything her last nigga got. Like, I'd be like, holy shit, what you about to do to me?
But the burn.
What happened to him?
Right.
This dude says she bought her own ring without me knowing and took me to Bible study with her and announced she was getting married at the end.
Whoa.
Had me looking around like I was getting punked.
He was.
By God?
Literally, he was getting punked.
That is
He was
scary
getting
as hell.
punked into marriage.
She bought the ring, said this one, put it on her own finger, then took him to Bible study. She's like,
Lord.
guys, we getting married. Like, you want to tell me about this?
Oh, I would love to know what that session was like. Woo, boy, he was showing out. He must have been in there talking about he love her.
He made her see God.
Yeah.
Said I had a female shave my eyebrows while I was asleep and told females I had erectile dysfunction so they wouldn't want me. Had me looking wild crazy. I had to take 3 weeks off from work until they started to grow back in. Told my sister about it and my sister beat her ass. Happy ending.
Wow.
You think while that ass whipping was happening, he had like no eyebrows and he was like, oh.
He really called out of work because she shaved his brows.
Would you?
No, because I can draw them on. But I didn't think a guy would be that connected to his brows like that to call off of work for 3 weeks.
Jesus.
That's so funny. Oh, so he had to go to the store. Like, oh, he probably wore his hat like,
He probably looked like
like Jay-Z did.
a sniper. Yeah. This dude is he's tweeted this from a hospital bed.
Oh.
He said, we was dating. I broke up with her. She called her pops. I told him, and she called her pops and told him I got her pregnant. She was a preacher's kid. He flew across the country to try and fight me and shot me.
Damn.
They both in jail now.
Woo. Why is she in jail? Because she lied on?
I mean, she got him shot. Ain't that a hit?
I guess so. She wasn't pregnant. That's the wildest ones for me when the woman says she's pregnant and she's not. Like, how long do you think this charade can?
What do you think they do? Eat burgers? That's a fun scam.
Like how?
Well, I'm showing.
Right. I guess they'll just say they lost it.
Oh, that's right.
After
you can't even really ask questions. Or can
Well, I mean, if you were that in the first place, there should be documentation. But some women have doctored up some stuff. So
doctored up. I like what you did. I had one climb on the roof of my house crying when I tried to break it off. Crazy part is, I didn't have a ladder and neither did she. You got to say how many stories. Because he broke up with Spider-Man.
She was doing some parkour. Parkour on top of this big house.
Take me back.
You see, like, it's all good when he's given the meat muscle, but the story changes once you decide to take it away.
It's the craziest thing you've ever done.
The craziest? I don't really have crazy stories like that.
You never went ape on a bee?
No. I would say
oh, there it is.
I mean, it's isn't crazy. Maybe not. There was this guy that I was like madly in love with, but it wasn't because of the meat muscle, because the meat muscle was very average.
Okay.
And sometimes below. But I moved to his city.
Okay.
I moved to his city. Not too far from him. I didn't move like on the street or nothing like that. But I moved to the same city. And
what'd you do?
Huh?
What'd you do?
What did I do?
What'd you do?
I moved to the same city.
Oh, that was the crazy part.
I think if I can, I don't know. Like, yeah, that's the craziest. I moved to the same city as him.
How far was it? Cross country?
He was no. I moved from like the next city over.
Oh, okay.
A couple cities over to his city. To
move closer.
To be closer. So when he wanted to see me, distance was not a problem.
And that wasn't inspired by the meat muscle?
It wasn't.
Wow.
I really liked him.
You moved closer to get some on-demand mid?
It wasn't about that. It wasn't about the sex at all.
Yeah.
I loved him
So
as
how
a
long
person.
Did you love him in that new house?
Well, I moved because it didn't go anywhere. So I stayed in my lease for a year. And he didn't want to see me no more than when I lived a few cities over. So I just thought, because sometimes he would make the excuse of distance, even though it wasn't.
Distance?
It wasn't about 10 minutes maybe.
Wait, 10 minutes was
the original distance, and then the new distance was like 3 minutes in the car.
Wait.
So I finally realized, like, he don't like me like that, and I had to get over it.
Wait. You moved the city over. It was but before that, it was a 10-minute drive.
It was only like a 10-minute drive.
How much closer do you need? Oh, I guess 3 minutes. Same
I
block?
didn't want no excuses.
He didn't even suggest you moved. He was just like, 10 minutes is a little far, so you moved 3 minutes. That is really crazy. I take it back.
Yeah, I was a couple cities over.
That's
It was only a
crazy.
10-minute drive, and then I moved closer.
In my mind,
And
it was
so
like
it was
5 hours to 20
no,
minutes.
no, no, no. And so, older me looks back on the situation, and I'm like, okay, girl, like he wasn't really into you like that. What?
Yeah. Your red flag is showing.
What? Shut up, girl. I'm like, girl, he wasn't really
Ooh.
into you like that. Like, you should have saw the signs, but I was blinded. I really, and he dangled me. Like he
Sounds like what's that show on Netflix? You.
that is exactly what it sounds like. But he moved like
10 minutes is too close. It's too far away, huh?
you ain't even seen you.
Now I'm 3 minutes away. How about that? You moved? Yeah. It's still too far away. Really?
Right. I
Look
was
across
such
the
a, like,
street. I'm your neighbor now.
But I'm gonna say, like, he definitely played with my heartstrings, because he did talk about like marriage and kids and all this stuff with me, like wanting that. And then, you know, in the midst of
Then
us
you
dating,
moved.
some stuff happened, and he wasn't on me as much as he was before.
Mm.
And so, but I was still connected to him. But he would still be like, yeah, I fuck with you, blah, blah, blah. I would try to like date other people, even though I had feelings for him. And he would be like, I could take you from him. So he played that line. So
Mhm.
I just didn't want to give him no excuse
You moved back
to
to where you were.
I didn't move back to where I was, but I moved pretty far away after that. I stayed there for a year, and then I moved. I moved quite a ways away.
Okay.
I moved an hour and a half away.
Damn.
Yeah.
Said peace out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sorry that happened. But
It's all
that's
good.
hilarious.
You live and you learn. Not, I'm sorry, and then that's hilarious.
No, it is hilarious. You moved from 10 minutes to 3 minutes away. And I can't beat around the bush.
And
That
then-
is funny.
And then an hour and a half after that year.
Mhm.
It wasn't even a full year. I broke my lease.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Dipped.
choices.
The crazy part is that was 10 years ago. That was 10 years ago. And he still be hitting me up.
Hey, that 3 minutes was that's the crazy thing about accessibility. It's just like 3 minutes was like, oh, she right there. And then it was like, oh, hour and a half. Dang.
Yeah.
Well, that's the end of the threads. That's how we're gonna end it. That's the end of the threads and the beginning of the facts. When we go over, the transitions just be going. It'd be like, all right, we good to move on?
I love it. I love it.
Thick facts. What you got?
You go first.
I'll go first while you pull yours up.
I'm pulling mine up.
This is crazy. I was born in this state. So were you.
Mhm.
California. If California were its own country, it would be the 5th richest country in the entire world.
Ooh. Jeez, just California.
Who are these niggas holding us back?
Everybody
rest-
else.
This is like bringing the property it's like
Property
bringing
value
the
down.
property value down because
Mhm.
we attached to all these other states that are making us look broke.
They about to come for your head. Everybody else.
Well, Arizona.
Arizona. I think who else can keep up or might be beyond us is
New York.
New York.
Well, that's just New York City. Is the rest of New York got money like that?
No, but I mean, I don't think the entire California does either.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
some, there's
I
some
don't really
pretty,
know.
like,
But I mean, there's a bunch of major cities in here.
mm-hmm.
That's
People be
pretty
moving,
crazy to think, though. I wonder. I mean, clearly the stat is about us because we must be the richest state. But
Because it's very expensive in San Francisco, like up north.
oh yeah, it might be San Francisco
Super
doing all that.
expensive.
We
But
got
down
Santa
here,
Cruz, Santa Barbara,
Santa
Santa
Barbara.
Diego,
Then you got the Valley. The Valley is
Valley.
nasty expensive.
Silicon Valley.
That's
You got
that's
Oakland.
up north. Is it?
Got the
Is
Bay.
it expensive to live in Oakland?
No, I'm just saying like all the
Mhm.
all the traffic, all the the commerce.
It's a lot of people.
Humboldt, Santa Cruz. Got a bunch of stuff popping. It's a crazy fact.
Yeah, it is. It is. Come on, Callie. We up. All right. Playing video games can boost your creativity.
What?
Yeah. I think
Hell yeah.
that's- Hells yeah.
I think that makes sense though,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean, I remember calling in sick to work when Breath of the Wild came out,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just playing video games and stuff. And somebody asked me what I did today. And I didn't do anything besides playing video games. But what I really did today was like, oh man, I defeated this. I went on this cave exploration. I was walking through the forest. I was blah, blah, blah. Saw this amazing stuff, but it was in a video game. But I still experienced it.
That's what you call.
So that's what I did
your
that day.
experience?
And I
You
told
walked
them
through
that.
the
And they were like, what the hell? And I was like, yeah, it was a video game. And then there was a conversation like, but I kind of still did that stuff. So if I didn't do that and I was just doing stuff around the house, it would there's a very big difference between what the brains are experiencing. So
I think,
I agree.
yeah, I agree that it does make sense, because video games, like, they bring people's imaginations to life, and if you think about like our childhood imagination, being able to bring some of those to life, like take, for example, Mario, I feel like playing those things, you take certain concepts that you learn through video games into real life,
Right.
into school, hopefully not the violent part, but I think, and hand-eye coordination, especially for the video games now, that
Right.
shit got to be on point. I
Yeah,
told
they're computers playing these basically, these little kids.
I told myself, like, I want to, at my big age, still want to get into video games like that because of brain
Hand-eye.
health. I want to, like, hand-eye coordination and just, rapid firing of my neurons. I think playing, it's kind of hard to keep up with that shit now. I feel like I'm like, I feel like the boat is
I don't
already
think
left.
so. I mean,
Like-
for certain games, it is crazy
Woo!
for everybody. But I agree, and it's funny. A lot of times, people think that people with imaginations have good imaginations. Some people have trash imaginations. They be playing toys like they don't like the. So sometimes video games will put stuff like bring things to
perspective.
life that's better than what you would have. Like sometimes you read a book and then that book is adapted to film and it's not nowhere near as good because your imagination was better. Sometimes it's putting stuff together that was trash in your head. So you get to see all of that.
Yeah, it's very, very, very cool. So I thought you'd
Very,
like
very
that
creative.
because you
I did.
are a gamer.
Did you know Whitney Houston was a video gamer?
I did not.
She was actually low-key a huge gamer
I had no idea.
because she was interested in the sciences behind it, though.
I really thought you were about to tell me some type of like dad joke or something.
No, it's true. Whitney Houston was into the video games because of the sciences behind it, and because she was big on coordination. Oh, do you know what her favorite coordination was? And
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. See, I could tell. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about right now? Oh my God. I'm so glad I'm not crazy. Because wow. Wow.
But ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of Thick Threads, the thickest show on the internet. I've been your co-host, Patrick Cloud.
I'm Persephanie.
We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Later, guys.